Hi everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good evening. So you have it also in Atlantean language. Someday when I am 80 years old, maybe I will do a seminar of Atlantean language. I must say I am feeling better. I guess I am doing very hard work with my own self. So being more aligned with my body. So first of all, I wanted to tell all of you English speakers and other people that speaks in other languages that the RCN Foundation website is already online in English, so you can check it and have all the information, also to share it with other people, so all of you can know what we are doing and what it's the foundation about. Also, to remind you that next Sunday, the 29th, I will be doing a workshop at 3 p.m. in Spanish and English. So in Spanish and English, a workshop about the 4 keys. And it's remember that everything that you pay for that workshop will be all destined to Valentino, a kid in Argentina that needs a treatment, and so it will go straight to the treatment for his disease. So all the information for the workshop and for the foundation, you can find it in the social media or in the same website. So the 4 keys are like therapy for the Atlantean times to find balance, and it's something that I kind of tried to make a summary of all of it, so I could share it today. So that's the workshop about. It's like an introduction of that information, of that therapy. So in the website and the social media, you will find all the details. So another thing, just if you don't remember or you don't know, my Instagram account has been hacked around 2 weeks ago. So I am not using that Instagram, of course. I am using the Yo Soy Instagram account to publish everything. So you have to follow that one. So I don't care about not having back the account. I don't really care about it, but I was worried that there is a lot of people that were following me only in my Instagram. So maybe they don't know what happened and they don't know how to follow me in other places. So if you know any one of them and they can't find me, so please help me to tell them where. So today we begin with the throat chakra in the physical way week during the month of Scorpio. So, the topic for today is sorry. The topic for today is hearing. Hearing, related to the throat chakra. And it's weird that we say throat chakra related to the ears and hearing, but one of the a thing that we should know is that the throat chakra is also called the third ear, the third ear. And this is because as we have two eyes and then one eye in the center, the third eye, we also have two ears and a third one, which is here, the third ear in the throat. So the reason why this is like that is because in the same way as I have two eyes to see everything outside, and then I close my eyes and see everything within, I can see myself from within. So the two ears capture all the information in sound from around, and then this one here, the throat, is the one that express the sound, express my own voice. So it's from where I can hear myself, hear my own voice. So the throat chakra is related to listen to myself, my own self. So as mammals, we have evolved in the sense of hearing because to listen to different waves of sound, the higher waves, the lower waves of sound, it helps us to identify in our environment what are the good things and what are the bad things. Good things meaning the voice of mom and dad, for example, to interpret, to know where can I feel safe, or the sounds like from my enemies, the animals that maybe can kill me, or all those things. So hearing helps me to move properly in my environment. So for each one of the species, the development of and evolution of every sense is related to the environment where they move. So for us humans, we have developed a lot the hearing because everything that we do is related to the sharing with words, talking, culture. Everything that we do is related to the words. So that's why we had to be very prepared to perceive the sounds, the specific sounds, so we could communicate each other in a proper way. So, as we said yesterday with the eyes, the hearing also have this same focusing with the conscious, then the unconscious, and then the subconscious surrounding us around. So we have some things that we specifically hear, but then we have some other things that are around that we don't pay much attention. And then we have the subconscious of hearing that are all that data information that we don't even think that they affect to us. For example, we usually say if we listen to something that I don't care, that I don't mind, my conscious part will say, I don't care. This gets through one ear and get out through the other ear. But this is not like that. This is just the thought that you have in your conscience. But in your subconscious, which is your body doesn't interpret different information. For the body, it's all information needed for something. So everything that you hear will be storage somehow for anything, just in case. So this means that we have a lot of information from the outer world that condition our inner world. So let's speak about the different levels of consciousness related to hearing. So I take all that information. So an example for the conscious way is that, for example, I have a problem and I go with someone and I ask that someone, I have this problem. What is your advice for me to solve this problem? So the other one will answer with a kind of solution, with an advice, and I will capture that information because I was willing to listen, because I action with my all awareness and consciousness, and all my body is paying attention because my body wants to know, wants to take each one of the codes of that information. So I am aware, I am conscious about it. So let's go with that example, but in a very much easier way to understand it. So to make this specific example, imagine that you go into a party and you are dressed with blue, and suddenly you find someone there, a friend, and you say, hey, you ask him, hey, do you like how blue suits me? And your friend will say, for example, yes, I really like the blue in you. So you suddenly say for yourself, okay, perfect. And now you have the information, you have the data now, the information that your friend likes the blue. So you now know that you can dress with blue all the time because you heard, oh, the blue is good in you. Perfect. But you asked it. So that would be the conscious aspect, because I kept with the answer because I was looking for the answer. I made a question and I was looking specifically for what I wanted to hear. But then, for example, we go to the same party, and before we go to our friend, there's someone coming through and says, hey, the blue is good on you, and just leaves. So what happened there? That's an unconscious message that I received in that moment. The unconscious message is that I wasn't expecting the information. The information just appeared, just came up. So for me, for my consciousness, it was just words that suddenly they will disappear. But for my body, that information got stuck inside of me. And suddenly, when I have to go to different parties, I will keep looking for the blue to wear, because my body suddenly will show me, hey, the blue is better. Just because of that comment that I never pay attention to. And then we have the third option, which is the subconscious. The moment of the subconscious is when you go to the party and you don't pay attention to anything that is happening, but in the environment, there are people saying, blue, oh, what a beautiful dress, blue, oh, you see the blue? Or someone saying, I'm feeling blue, I don't know. So you just feel different words of blue that you are not paying attention to, but your body is listening to it. So the next party you will dress blue because your subconscious says blue, 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 party, blue, 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 blue. Okay, that would be the subconscious. Do you understand the difference between the three ways how you capture all that data? So now you can understand that during all your life, through every year of your life, you have been absorbing from the environment thousands of informations that you receive from everywhere. Words, songs, music, everything, noises that you perceive constantly, but that you don't care about it because they are not in your point of view. You are not looking for that, but all that information is there, storing in your subconscious. And then you have the unconscious, which is all the information that others want for you to know, but you are not asking for. And even though it's information that you now have within. And the rest is the information of the conscious, which is the one that you asked for, that you know that you want to listen, which is a tiny aspect of your whole life. So now that we all are speaking usually about reggaeton, for example, that nobody likes reggaeton, but everyone listens to reggaeton. So now is the time to make critics to reggaeton. So I don't know if it happens to you that when you listen into music and suddenly there is reggaeton playing around during the whole day, you just repeat constantly here in your brain, reggaeton is constantly playing. And you may say, why not Vivaldi? Why not Bach? Why reggaeton? Okay, so that's the subconscious working. So in another way, also, how many people that we are not religious anymore, that we don't believe in the Christian God or whatever, or agnostic people, or all those people, that even if we don't have that tradition anymore, we don't have that belief, we used to say, thank God, or if God may, God bless you. Why do we repeat that? Why do we have that? So the subconscious just take everything that is around, all the information that we listen, that we hear, and just use it just in case we need it. So here's when we realize that in about the 80% of all the information that we receive in our lives, we are the echoes of that data. We are not the creators of that data. We are just the echoes. When we understand this, that we are echoes, we will also recognize that we in this body have been designed to perceive the information from the outside. everything that is in the outside is the most important for the body, because the body is trying to understand the environment where it moves. So this is why it's perceiving constantly and giving much more importance to what it listens in the outside than in the inside. And this is why we pay attention a lot to what others have to say to us than what we have to say for ourselves. This makes that psychologically we put the truth outside and we put the opinions, we give the power to the others outside. So this means that we are paying attention to everything that is happening outside, everything that someone has to say to us or for us. So through all these thousands of years where we have been designed and used to listen to the others and to give the power to the others, suddenly in the last few decades, we stop willing to listen to others and we just started to talk louder than the others. Because I don't want to listen to the other ones. So I want just to have my power. So, and here is where we do the great mistake. When we think that to set myself free from the words of the others is not to start to listen myself, is to speak louder than the rest. So from that moment, since that moment, people is not even listening to themselves, not listening to the others, only speaking louder than the others. Not listening anyone, not even myself, not even yourself. We have arrived to a moment where everyone is shouting to each other and the only thing that you can hear is noise. And our body was designed to listen harmony, because harmony brings us equilibrium, balance. And when we have dissonance, it brings us unbalance. In a society like ours today, where we believe that taking my power back is to shout out loud, is that we are building a society where we forget that the power is to know how to listen. The ability of hearing is to know how to listen to the other one, not how to speak louder than the other one. And this is why today in our society there is no dialogues. There are only arguments, discussions. Because in a moment, as we are today, believing that each one of us has its own truth, what we start to do is to not to pay attention to the truth of others. The gift of hearing is the ability to find balance. So the reason why is hearing the sense that helps you to find balance is biological, because within the ear, the inner ear, we have a liquid, and this liquid is like a lake inside, like a shell of a snail, and inside that, this liquid makes the leveling of my own world, which is the body. So if I turn like this liquid will not do this with me. This liquid will be all the time exactly the same. Okay, looking for the balance like a lake. So inside of it, there are many little connections with the brain that tells to the body, where am I moving to? So this liquid is the one that says, if I am falling that way, the brain says, hey, the liquid of the ear told me to move this arm just in case I fall down into the floor. So this is why the ears are the ones helping me to find a balance, to be in balance. So how can I translate it in the consciousness, all this? That every sound that I hear are the ones that help me to be biologically in the balance. So this means that everything that I am hearing, listening by the subconscious will determine my emotional balance. So everything that I listen from the physical world will bring balance in my physical body, and everything that I listen through each one of my conscious aspects will determine my emotional balance. So this is the reason why in our actual society we are so unbalanced emotionally. It's because we are not being able to speak our truth, to talk with the other one, to listen and pay attention to the other one. We just shout out loud. This is why if we are willing to find much more emotional balance, we have to make much more silence. We have to learn to respect the other one while the other one is talking. Even if we don't agree with that person, we have to learn how to listen to that person. We have to make every one of the noises that we hear outside a sound that helps us to find the balance. So also it's important to find the balance in those sounds. So it's good to practice meditation in places with noise. If I go in a public place and I start to meditate, I hear, cars. So I just breathe in and take the sound of the cars and use it for the meditation. I hear people talking. I take that talk into the meditation. Use the noises as a way of finding the balance by listening. So this is why we have to learn to meditate with noise, because in that way we are willing to understand better the silence. So the important thing to know about today is that hearing, the sense of hearing, is not just about listening things. It's about emotional balance. So everything that you hear, listen in your life goes straight to your soul, to your emotional balance. So the way in which you can help to balance that is by paying much more attention, doing silence, listen listening to the other one, and to speak with your power, to pay attention to your own voice, to what you say, to what you express. And the people that has lost the hearing, like the people without hearing, they have to pay attention to the vibration of the things. Vibration is the key. So let's go to the information for today. I just saw the time that is, and I just realized that I think that I will speak less every day, and I end up talking more every day. So I want to shut up. The vibration for today is Che. The statement for today is, I am the emptiness that neutralizes. The code for today is the unconscious experimentation. Just as a subconscious implies all the possible past that constitute me, this means I am the root of history. In the unconscious aspect, I am the result of my surroundings, of my present. What surrounds me, what I feel, listen, live, and do in my everyday, what I see and perceive, modifies my inner self and makes me be and act based on that, with the mere objective of surviving in that environment. So let's go to the line. Take a deep breath. I start to massage with my hands from my crown towards the feet, each part of my body. And I become aware of each part of the body, saying to it that I am here to work for its greater good. Relax the body. I relax the body as I perceive myself inside a forest. With many big trees. start to walk by the forest. I walk and walk deeper until it becomes more darker, like a rainforest. In front of me, I see the biggest tree of all, with huge roots and branches, and it's so big that covers everything, not allowing the light of the sun to come down, so its leaves seems like the night with stars. Is the tree of life. I get closer to it, caressing and touching it. I recognize it and lay down between the roots, watching the sky. This night made with the branches and leaves. I start to perceive the mud in my back as it goes up, surrounding my arms, legs, feet and hands. I feel myself as a root of this tree. Take a deep breath and pay attention to all the sounds around you. The birds, insects, animals. And behind, the voices of your ancestors. Of all them. Who you are. I become aware that all the sounds and noises that I have heard the words that the other ones told to me, the music that I hear, they determined my stability to be the root that I am. I recognize the importance of this sound. I'm going to the void, to the silence, to find neutrality. Between all the noises, all the sounds, I find silence in the void. I am the emptiness of neutrality. I am the neutral void. I am the neutral void. I am the neutral void. I am the sound. I am the silence. I am equilibrium. Take a deep breath. And I come back here and now by touching all my body, distributing all this mud, the humus, recognizing that I am human. Thank you everybody for being there, and see you tomorrow at the same time for the heart chakra. Bye.